Today's lesson is translation practice. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Hanny.
Hello everyone, today's lesson is called translation practice, and yes, today we'll be doing our fair share of translation, hence the title of our lesson, translation practice. Anyways, at this point, or by this point I should say, you guys should all know the drill. Today we've got 4 sentences to translate. We're going to turn these 4 sentences from perfect Chinese into perfect English. So hey, without further ado, let's get started.
好，那我们来看我们要翻译的第一部分是关于户外活动安全。那第一个要翻译的句子是：从事户外活动时，我们应该总是以安全为优先考量。好，那这个句子它的主词是我们，那么动词是应该总是以什么什么为优先考量。那当我们要翻译从事户外活动的时候，你可以说 When we do outdoor activities。好，那么注意一下 when 引导的子句它的主词 we 跟后面主要子句的主词 we 是一样的，所以你可以省略掉这个 when 子句里面的主词，然后再把动词 do 改成现在分词变成 doing， 那就会变成分词构句 when doing outdoor activities。 所以你不管是用一般的 when 引导副词子句，或者是用分词构句，两种表达方式都可以。那这个句子它是陈述事实，所以时态用现在简单式。
Okay, first of all, let's talk about outdoor activities. Big surprise, outdoor activities are things that you do outside. You do these things outdoors, out under the blue skies, out there in nature, okay? Now, when you do something outdoors, everyone, you do that thing not indoors. Yes, indoor is the opposite of outdoor. Now, one note, you wouldn't say outside activity. Further, you wouldn't say nature activity. Though, yes, if you are doing something outdoors, you're doing those things, or you're doing that thing, I should say, in nature or outside. Now, there is one related adjective that I kind of like. You can call someone an outdoorsy type of person. So they like to do things outdoors. They might like to go hiking and do stuff like that. They might like outdoor activities.
好，那我们来看户外活动要怎么表达呢？就是 outdoor activity。那这个形容词 outdoor 是指户外的，那它的相反词就是 indoor， I-N-D-O-O-R 表示室内的。那它们副词就是在字尾加上 s 变成 outdoors 或者是 indoors。那刚刚 Jeff 老师有帮我们补充一个形容词是 outdoorsy。outdoorsy， 那你可以说 an outdoorsy person 就是一个喜欢户外活动的人。
Okay, next, let's talk about priorities. Okay, first of all, the word priority is a noun. A priority is something that takes precedence over other things. What does that mean? A priority is something that is more important than other things. Very often people talk about high priorities. These are important things that need to be done as soon as possible. Sometimes high priority things can even be emergencies. If you don't take care of these things, a problem might arise. Now, similarly, on the other end of the spectrum, you can also have low priority things that aren't really all that important. Okay, so you have priorities. Your high priorities are those important things that go to the top of your to-do list, let's say, whereas your low priority things that are kind of low on your to-do list, and you can kind of put them off unto another day. Now, that's enough for the noun priority. You also have the verb prioritize. If you prioritize things, you put these things in order in terms of importance. You sort your priorities from high priority down the list to low priority. Now, that's the noun priority, the verb prioritize. Now, let's take a look at some phrases where we use this word priority. You can give priority to something. You can put or place priority on something, or put or place a priority on something, or you can make something your priority. Okay, let's take a look at some example sentences. You could say, the committee will give priority to students in need of financial aid when awarding scholarships. Okay, so these students here, okay, they are going to be given priority. They are going to be given beneficial treatment, or these students are going to be treated as though they're more important than other students in some way. You could also say, Natalie has made learning English her priority. So she might be a student, okay, but right now she's saying, hey, learning English is first and foremost for me. It's the most important thing for me.
好，接着我们来看怎么翻译以什么为优先考量。那我们要先学这个名词 priority， 它表示优先考虑事项。好，当不可数的时候就是优先考虑，那么当可数的时候表示优先事项。那像你可以说 top priority 就表示最优先的事项。好，那么要表达说以什么为优先考量，有几个片语可以用，像是 give priority to something， 或者是 put 或是 place， 后面要不要加都可以，再加 priority on something， 还有 make something somebody's priority。 像如果你要表达以安全为优先考量，你就可以说 make safety your priority。 好，那么再补充一个片语是 take priority over 或者是 have priority over， 就表示优先于什么什么，比什么什么还重要。Take priority 它表示应该要优先处置的，那么 over 后面你就是去接优先顺序比较低的事物。那刚刚 Jeff 老师还有提到一个动词是 prioritize， 它是拼作 Prioritize， 那这个动词它可以表示决定事情的先后顺序。好，那我们学完这两个文法，重点可以翻译整个句子咯。
We should always give priority to safety when doing outdoor activities. Yes, safety first, everyone. Anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the second sentence of the day right now.
好，我们今天要翻译的第二个句子是，例如，我们应该注意天气状况，并为活动准备适当的装备。那么这个句子的主词是我们，动词是应该注意，还有准备，有两个动词哦。那么例如或者是举例来说，你可以用 for example 或者是 for instance 来表达。那这个句子是在陈述事实，所以时态用现在简单式。
Okay, first of all, what does it mean to pay attention to something? Well, that means you kind of focus your mental energies on something, okay? That's what it means to pay attention to something. Now, you can also take notice of something, okay? If you take notice of something, that's like paying special attention to something. That thing has caught your eye, let's say, and you're going to keep your eye on that thing. You're going to watch over that thing. Then you can also be aware of something. If you are aware of something, you know about that thing, and you might want to keep tabs on that thing as well. Now, for the most part, you can use these things interchangeably, but like I said, there are small differences between the three. For example, you could say, please pay attention to road signs while driving. Yeah, pay attention to the road signs, take notice of them, or be aware of them. For the most part, people usually say pay attention to the road signs, though you could use these other phrases as well and probably get away with it. Now next, let's talk about weather conditions. Weather conditions refer to the weather, okay, how the weather is around you at a certain time in a certain place. For example, due to poor weather conditions, all flights are currently delayed or canceled. Yeah, there's bad weather, so they're canceling these flights or delaying them. That's all there is to it. Then last but not least, we have the word equipment. When we're talking about equipment, we're talking about all the things that you need. All the things you need to have to do a certain activity. Now, one note. Sometimes you might go skiing, let's say. You need your skis and your skiing poles and special skiing clothes, so on and so forth, right? You have a lot of things. You don't have equipments, though. You don't have skiing equipments. No. You would have pieces of skiing equipments because the word equipment is most definitely uncountable.
好，我们来看这边3个文法重点。第一个是要表达注意怎么样怎么样 ，pay attention to， 或者是 take notice of， 或者是 be aware of， 都可以表达注意到什么。那么 notice 这个字当动词表示注意嘛，察觉。那么它当名词也有注意察觉的意思。至于 be aware of， 我们可以用来表达察觉到什么，注意到什么。再来看第二个重点是天气状况。好，先来看 condition 这个字，它有情况啊、条件或是环境的意思。那要表达天气状况，英文可以说 weather conditions。那在这个用法当中 conditions 固定要用复数形。再看第3个是装备，装备的英文是 equipment， 它是不可数名词哦。那么另外一个字叫做 gear。G-E-A-R 这个字它也可以当装备啊工具来解释，这时候也是不可数。像我们说 rain gear 就是表示雨具，下雨要带雨伞啊、雨衣那些雨具。还有 fishing gear 就是你要钓鱼的装备等等。好，那我们现在看完3个文法重点，可以翻译整个句子咯。
For example, we should pay attention to weather conditions and prepare the proper equipment for our activities.
好，我们接着来看第二部分，是关于正确回收。那第3个要翻译的句子是：虽然我们大多数人已养成回收的习惯，但我们仍经常把不可回收的物品误认为可回收。好，这个句子的主词是我们，动词是把什么什么误认为什么。那么你要表达虽然怎么样但怎么样，你可以用 although 或是 even though 加上主词加动词，逗号主词加动词，这样的句型来表达。虽然我们中文里面会讲虽然怎么样但是怎么样，可是同学们千万不要把 although even though 跟 but 一起连用哦， but 也是连接词，你一个句子里面不会出现2个连接词。好，那么这个句子的前半句啊，它是在描述已经完成而且持续到现在的现象，所以时态是用现在完成式。那后半句呢，它是在描述事实，所以我们的时态是用现在简单式。
You said the word butt there a few times. Are you talking about cigarettes? Cigarette butts?
No.
Where is my mind? Here, I knew that we were going to talk about the word habit next, and the first thing I thought is, oh, if you're going to talk about the word habit, you have to talk about cigarettes. Yes, the nastiest habit there is cigarette smoking. Sometimes people start smoking cigarettes and they can't stop. They do it over and over again, even though they know that smoking is a bad thing. But yes, they smoke that cigarette butt and they smoke another, and soon they can't stop. They have a cigarette habit. Okay, now, habits though. This word doesn't need to have a negative connotation. But for the most part, yes, when people are talking about cigarettes and other bad things that people do that they can't control, they usually do use this word habit. It has that bad connotation for that reason. But sometimes you can use it without that bad or negative connotation. If you make it a habit to do something, that means you self-discipline yourself, okay? You put effort into developing a good habit. You force yourself to do something. You make it a part of your schedule, and you do this thing over and over again. Yes, you can make it a habit to do something. You can make a habit of doing something, and then you can also develop a habit of something or of doing something. For example, if you make it a habit to avoid all screens for at least an hour before bed, you'll find it easier to fall asleep. So there you go. Make this your habit. Make this the activity that you do that you can't really control. Instead of smoking cigarettes, go ahead and make it a habit of avoiding all screens, like iPad screens and computer screens, before you go to bed, for at least an hour before you go to bed. That way, you'll find it easier to fall asleep. And yes, because this is a habit, you're doing it over and over again every day. It's out of your control, but it's good for you. Yeah, this is a good habit and not a bad habit like cigarette smoking.
好，我们来看怎么表达养成什么什么习惯，有几种说法。第一个是 make it a habit to 原形动词，第二个是 make a habit of 加上动词 ing， 还有是 develop a habit of 加上名词或动名词。那这边要帮同学们补充一下，这个句型 make it a habit to 加原形动词是怎么来的呢？本来当你说 make 什么什么 a habit， 表示使什么什么变成一个习惯。当你这个受词是个不定词，也就是 to 加原形动词的话，我们就要用虚 受词 it 来代替受词的位置，然后把真正的受词也就是不定词把它摆在句尾，所以才会变出 make it a habit to 加原形动词的句型。
Okay, next up, let's talk about recycling and reusing. Now, one note.Reusing something and recycling something. Both of these are good things to do. But recycling and reusing are not the same thing. Okay, if you reuse a Coke bottle, let's say, you might use that as your water bottle. You empty it, okay, you drink the Coke, and then you put water in it, and you temporarily use that bottle as a water bottle. You are reusing that Coke bottle. Now, you can take that same Coke bottle and you can put it in the recycling bin. Okay, then that Coke bottle is going to be melted down at some point and turned into plastic that can be used in other ways later on. Yes, if you recycle something, you take waste material and you turn it into something that can be used again. But like I said before, recycling something and reusing something are two different things. Now, if something can be recycled, it's recyclable. Okay, if something can't be recycled, it's non-recyclable. Okay, there are certain things you just can't recycle. For example, many people don't realize that paper coffee cups are non-recyclable because they are lined with plastic. They can't separate the plastic from the paper, and therefore they can't recycle that paper coffee cup, which is kind of terrible. So that takes care of two more explanations. The last one is part C, to mistake A for B, to mistake something for something else. If you mistake A for B, you misidentify something. You misidentify A because you think it's B. Like Tommy and Timmy are twins, so very often people mistake Tommy for Timmy.
好，我们来看一下，这边还有3个重点，但是有其中2个是可以一起解释的。好，我们先来看回收，叫做 recycle， 它的字首 re 有再次、重新的意思。那刚刚 Jeff 老师有提到 reuse 这个动词，则是指重新使用、重复利用。好，那么我们在 recycle 跟 reuse 后面加上 able， 表示可怎么样或是能怎么样，变成 recyclable， 那就表示可回收的， reusable 就表示可重复利用的。好，那接着你在前面再加上 non 这个字首 non， 它表示无或是非或是不，就是一个否定字首。那么 non-recyclable 就表示不可回收的， non-reusable 就表示不可重复利用的。好，再我们看第3个文法重点是把 A 误认为 B。好，那它的用法是 mistake A for B。那其中这个动词 mistake 它有误认或是搞错的意思。好，那我们现在已经看完所有文法重点，可以翻译整个句子咯。
Although most of us have made it a habit to recycle, we still often mistake non-recyclable items for recyclable ones.
好，接着就来看最后一个要翻译的句子是唯有我们学习如何正确回收，才能为保护环境尽一份心力。好，那这个句子它的主词是我们，动词是为什么什么尽一份心力。那这个句子在陈述事实，所以时态用现在简单式。
Okay, so next we've got a sentence pattern to talk about. Now, let's go ahead and only focus on the first 2 words of this pattern because they really give things away. Only if, or maybe only when, or maybe only after. Here, the idea is clear, okay? Something won't happen until something else happens. So you have to fill some condition before something else can occur. For example, only when you have tried to solve the math problem on your own will I help you with it. I.e., yeah, I'll help you with it, but you have to meet this particular condition. You have to try to do it yourself first. So not until you do this will I help you. Not until you do one thing will another thing occur.
好，我们来看第一个重点是唯有什么什么才怎么样。那这个句型是 only if 主词加动词，助动词主词加动词。怎么会有这样的句型呢？好，其实是因为 only 它摆在句首，然后去修饰它后面的副词子句时，像是 only if、only when、only after 加上主词加动词的时候呢，它后面的主要子句必须要倒装。那么如果你的主要子句没有助动词的话，你就要加入适当的助动词。所以呢，假设我们说 I'll go on the ski trip only if I have the money 表示我有钱我才会去滑雪。那如果我们把它改用 only if 开头，那这个句就会变成 only if I have the money will I go on the ski trip。 所以你就看到本来 only if 在后半句的话，我们是说 I will go on the ski trip。 那如果把它移到前面变成 will I go on the ski trip 是有倒装的。那刚刚 Jeff 老师还有提到 not until 开头的句型，这个也可以用来表达类似的意思，就表示说直到什么什么完成了才会发生什么事。那么 not until 摆在句首，也要记得后面的句子会倒装哦。
Okay, next we've got these phrases to talk about. Do one's part to verb or play one's part or role to verb. Now, we all owe the world something, okay? I know this sounds like bad news to some of you, but you all owe the world something. The world has given you a home and has provided you with all the things that you need to live. Yes, the world has given you oxygen to breathe and water to drink and food to eat and parents that love you, so you owe the world big time. So you better give back. You better give a contribution, or I should say make a contribution to Mother Earth. Now, all jokes aside, we all owe someone or something, and we need to make a contribution to make things right, to repay our debt. And here are a couple of great phrases to express this type of thing. If you do your part to help out, you make a contribution. You put effort into making things right, okay? By the way, you can do your part, okay, or you can play a part or a role to bring something about. You make yourself a part of a cause that's trying to accomplish something or to do something good.
好，接着我们来看怎么表达为什么什么尽一份心力。首先你可以用 do one's part， 这表示说做好自己该做的部分，也就是有尽本分啊、尽责的意思。那么还有 play one's part 或者是 play one's role， 字面上的意思是扮演某个角色，那么引申的意思就是提供协助啊，或者是贡献。那你可以在 do one's part 或者是 play one's part 或是 play one's role 后面加上不定词，就可以表达说为什么什么来尽一份心力。
Okay, and last but not least, let's talk about what it means to protect or conserve or preserve the environment. Now, when we're talking about the environment, all three of these words are good things, okay? Preserving the environment is good, conserving the environment is good, and protecting the environment is good. But let's break things down, okay? If you protect something, you keep that thing safe. Specifically, that's what the word protect means. You can protect the environment or you can protect a person, let's say. Now, can you conserve a person? No, you can't conserve a person, but you can conserve things. When you conserve something, you use that thing prudently. You don't waste that thing, okay? Then last but not least, you can preserve something. That means you maintain that thing. You keep it at a certain level. If you preserve the environment, you don't let the environment fall apart. You keep it healthy as it is, let's say.
好，我们来看最后一个重点是保护环境怎么说呢？你可以说 protect the environment， 或是 conserve the environment， 或者是 preserve the environment。protect 就是保护嘛，它可以保护人或是事物。那么 conserve 跟 preserve 这两个字都有保护、保存的意思。那如果要特别区分的话 ，preserve 它通常是指你去维持某事物它原本的样子，让它免于伤害，不会腐朽啊，或者是被摧毁。像是当你要维护历史建筑啊，保存某一个文化或者是传 传统等等。那么 conserve 常常用来是指保护自然资源啊，保护森林啊，保护野生动物，所以它们有稍微的差异。那不管怎么样，你要讲保护环境，这3个动词都是可以用的。好，那我们现在看完3个文法重点，可以翻译整个句子咯。
Only if we learn how to recycle correctly can we do our part to protect the environment. All right, folks, there you have it. 4 sentences up, 4 sentences down, and now translation practice is complete. But as always, we sure hope you had a good time while learning alongside both of us. Well, for now, it's time for us to say
bye-bye.
See you next time.